Hey guys, it is 4:42 p.m. on Friday, September 11th, 2020. In this video, I'm going to do a little bit of a talk with me video. I don't exactly know what to say, but this one is about, I guess you can say home, because, it literally is about my hometown and my home and stuff like that. And for some reason, Ozzy's newest song, Under the Graveyard, reminded me of home for some reason. When I heard it yesterday, not for the first time, clearly, when I heard it yesterday for the first time in a while, I was like, wow. For some reason, that takes me back, even though the song didn't exist then. And if it did, I'm sorry. I don't know that much about Ozzy Osbourne. I just know that he's the godfather of heavy metal and creator of all things dark and awesome in music. For some reason, that song reminded me of home. I guess because the first time I ever heard Crazy Train or Iron Man, and I know Iron Man is technically not Ozzy's song, it's Black Sabbath's song. I was living down there. I was a kid then. Hold on, I gotta take a drink. My throat's not going to give up being dry. Hold on. Ugh. One more time. Okay. I guess because for some reason that was the first time I ever heard it. Heard Ozzy, not it. I know I wasn't living down there when I heard it. I grew up in that house. All of my first times were in that house. The first time I learned how to swim was in our pool in the backyard that is now filled in. The first time I learned how to ride a bike was in that driveway and then in that neighborhood, because me and my friends, we would ride bikes everywhere down there when our parents would let us. As long as we had our phones on us and enough money to go in somewhere. As long as we stayed good and stuck together. First time I went to the beach, I was down there. First time I ever did makeup was down there too. I learned how to do it down there. I learned how to give myself a bath down there, and which I never really actually liked baths. I was always a shower person. I learned how to take showers down there. I had a hard time learning things, so it took me about 2 years to learn how to do it myself. My mom used to give me a shower or a bath in the bathroom that was ours every night. So it was a tub shower combination. So to wash me, she would just she would get in with me when she was washing herself. I know that's a little creepy to share, but she also is the one that taught me how to shower and all that stuff, and I remember that was probably the last time that my mom was allowed to do anything like that for me. Because from a young age, I knew how to do a lot of things, like my own laundry. I could cook things, but then I forgot how, because for a while there, I did not have a stove to cook on. And I hate cooking. I don't have to be one of those women that knows how to cook. I just want to be me. The first time I ever wrote a song was in that house. Actually, at that school I went to down there, but it's technically in that house because I took it back home and I tweaked it a little bit by erasing some things that didn't sound right out of there. And that's when I discovered my passion for music. I played video games. I played inside that house. I did a lot of things in that house. I loved it so much. And now it's just all in the graveyard. And I actually do mean to use that song pun, and I'm not trying to get kicked off of YouTube, so please don't kick me off. It's just, for some reason, that song did bring back those memories. Like, wow. How could a song that didn't even exist then, or maybe did but wasn't recorded then, just remind me of home so much? I guess it's because I discovered I was a rock musician in that household. House. A household, obviously, is just the people that live in the house, clearly. I learned a lot of things in that house. And I hope whoever's living there now, if you know who I am, I hope you enjoy it. Because it is a great home. And Beaufort, or Beaufort, however you pronounce it, is a lovely town to raise your family in if you have children. Or if you're just a single man or woman living there, I hope you're enjoying it. Because it is a beautiful home. Even without the pool. I saw it on Google Maps that you guys filled it in, and that kind of really sucks, but if you guys don't like a swimming pool, that's fine. But if I ever bought that house from you guys again, I would have to have it put back in. And that was actually my dream one day when I start making enough money, was to buy my old house back and, update things in it. But clearly it got updated because most of it got burnt down except for the kitchen, laundry room, and computer room and the garage. The 3 rooms that were blocked by the brick wall in the living room. And the fireplace still stood too. I called that my stage because I used to stand up there and pretend like I was playing with my little guitar. I just loved it. I wish I had pictures or videos of the house. I do have pictures of it. By some miracle I do. I wish I had a video of that house. I have a camera that I had in that house, but I do not have a charger for it, and it is fucking killing me to find out if there's videos of that house on there. If there is, I would so gladly upload them to YouTube from my mom's computer. Or I would just keep the camera forever. But it is still my dream to go home to Beaufort or Beaufort. I'm gonna pronounce it Beaufort. I'm sorry if it pisses you guys off. I don't give a shit, okay? Beaufort is my hometown where I was born, and it will be forever where I live. Hopefully. And I will also like to own a home in Sarasota, Florida, or Pensacola, Navarre, or Miami, Florida. A vacation home. But a home to reside in full time, like, if I had to choose a place to reside full time, it would definitely be Beaufort. Sorry. I'm sorry, I said I would pronounce it my way, and I mean to. I don't understand why that song brought back so many memories. I guess it's because it's called Under the Graveyard, and those memories are basically buried in the graveyard, under the graveyard for me. I did lots of great things in that house. I did lots of good things. I did lots of bad and terrible things. I was mostly a good kid. I was probably the best kid my parents had. Um, yeah. I mean, like I said, I admit there have been some bad things I've done, but if you can name one bad thing that you haven't done as a child or a teenager, then you're an angel sent down on earth. But yeah, I remember going to town a lot, especially on the weekends, and going shopping after school at Walmart, or I think it's Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly in Beaufort and Beaufort. Yeah, Beaufort. And we would shop for some cute clothes, even though the school I went to required you to wear a uniform. I remember we would go almost every other weekend of the summer to the beach, Hilton Head Island or Hunting Island, and we would go to our favorite restaurants down there. Um, Ruby Tuesdays, which they have one here, but it's just not as good as it is down there for some reason. Like when I ate there twice in total since we've lived here, and I didn't like it that much. I guess it's because it's a tradition we have at home, and I hope to resume those traditions. There is a Wild Wings up here, but it's got another name. It's called B-dubs, is what we call it. BW3s. I think that's the word for it. It might actually be called Wild Wings also. I had to look. Let me actually look right now. Hold on. Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings. That's what it's called. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. There's 4 of them? Okay, so I've only been to 2 out of 4, but we're gonna do something else. Wild Wings. Oops. Yeah. There's Wild Wings Cafe, and there's another one actually. Wait a minute, where's this one at? Actually, let me see this before we. Oh yeah, Pope Avenue, Hilton Head Island. There was 2 of them though, wasn't there? No, I'm thinking of the way to go home. So that must be like the first one. That was our favorite restaurant down there. Wild Wings. There was two of them. I remember one being able to go home, like on the way out of Hilton Head, and there was one like right near the beach, like almost in walking distance of the beach. Well, lucky you guys. It's 86 there. Let's see what time it is. What's the temperature outside? Oh, lucky us. It's 79. You guys are still luckier. You guys got 7 more degrees than we do right now. I just miss it so bad down there. You guys do not know what I would do to taste Wild Wings again. To be able to go down there and live again. Go to Hilton Head Island or Hunting Island again. It's probably the best years of my life down there. And they were all taken away because some asshole lit a 99-cent match. Maybe, I don't know, I don't care how much the match cost. And threw it into my mom and dad's bedroom window because they were too fucking dumb to close the window. But I'm sure they would have figured out a way to break the window because, you know, people can be assholes. I'm not saying all people are bad, but the bad ones, they just need to be put into prison. Or wherever they're going to really go. I just really wonder what my life would be like had we never lost our home to that fire. Would we still be living there? Would I be who I am today? I know I wouldn't have some of the greatest friends I do today. I mean, that's the only positive thing that came out of this move. That, and I did get my driver's license, but I think I would have came around to the idea in South Carolina eventually, because if I do move back down there, I'm going to have to register my car down there and get my license down there anyway, so yeah. I learned how to drive in 2 weeks. I mean, I don't know what I was so nervous about. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to do it, it's super easy from there. The only thing I still have trouble with is backing up sometimes. And I have a tiny car, but yeah. I think everybody has trouble with something when they drive. My stepmom has trouble with not getting too close to a car when she slams on her brakes. And we tell her that all the time. And she's like, I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, yeah, well, if your brakes go out, you're really going to think you know what you did, right? Because you're going to be sorry as hell when the driver gets out and beats your ass. So I'm not going to stand there and defend you. I'll be with the driver that time. Because I'm like, you should listen to me. My real mom, I actually never really paid attention to how she drives, but I'm assuming she's great. She seems to be great at everything, and she was a police officer for about 35 years in the state of South Carolina. So, yeah. That's the only thing I didn't miss was when I got in trouble, she was able to catch me doing everything. When there was police officers at the school, ironically, she was always there. Anytime I stepped out of line when my teacher said not to do something, my mom would say, hey, young lady, listen to the police officer. The police officer and the teacher, I'm sorry. And I couldn't call her by her name, I couldn't call her officer and then her name. And she said, it's mom to you. They already knew she was my mother. And they said it's quite disrespectful not to address your mother as mom or mommy or mother or mama or ma. I actually called her all of those names. Usually when my siblings would use the word mother, that means that they were mad at her. And she took it one day as I was mad at her, and I was like, no. I said, mother. And she said, what are you mad at me for? I'm your mother. You have no right to be mad at me. And I said, I'm not mad. I just said, Mother, I have some exciting news. She's like, oh, what is it, baby? And then I told her the news, and she's like, oh, that's good. So, yeah. But I do miss home. And I think that is the reason I thought of home when I heard that song yesterday, was because I miss it so bad. And as it gets closer to wintertime, it doesn't really help with the fact that I'm not there. I do remember every time that we would, well, at least me. I don't know about my brothers or sisters, but every time I had to get up for school, I had to make my bed, at least straighten out the comforter. My mom wasn't really too picky about the sheets because she knew I didn't actually sleep with any. When she bought a sheet set, she just bought the fitted sheet for me and told me to put the extra sheet in the closet as long as I fold it up after we wash it, because, you know, germs and stuff like that. We were always germaphobes when it comes to that. I had to pick up whatever was in my floor, and I had to go to the bathroom, take my shower, you know, clearly put on my makeup, then my uniform, and after I ate breakfast, I had to go brush my teeth if I had time. But I have a hack for this, kids. If you don't have time to brush your teeth at home, but your parents want you to keep your teeth clean, get a portable toothbrush for school. I did that a lot of the times, because it gave me 5 extra minutes of me time before I had to get out the door for the bus, or I was able to be out there 5 minutes early. And I still do keep a toothbrush in my purse when I'm going places. Unless it's in our RV, because clearly I'm going to have it with me in the bathroom of the RV. I was always probably the most hygienic kid my parents had, because I always showered once in the morning and once at night. Or if I didn't do it in the morning, I would do it at nighttime. I would only shower like once a day on the weekends, like one day, once on Saturday and once on Sunday. That's the one thing I also miss about South Carolina, is the reasonable water bill. But I was also very fast because I didn't have a lot of hair then. My hair was a lot thinner then. It's like as I got up here and it got colder, my hair got thicker. My eyebrows got thicker and everything. They even need waxed right now. I mean, I don't have enough money for a wax job and then have to go get whatever else I need for the rest of the week. I do need to get something else from the store I missed. But yeah, I just miss home. I think that's the reason why that song made me miss home even more, because I already did miss it. It's just, it made me miss it more when I heard the song, and I was like, why did it make me miss it more? Because that song didn't exist back then. You know, it didn't exist until this year or last year, something like that. I don't remember. I actually only heard it a few times, 2 or 3. And it's actually a good, catchy tune. Ozzy always makes good songs. Black Sabbath always made good songs. They were always good. I liked Black Sabbath because of that. And I still do. I have a lot of memories to share you guys. Share it with you guys, not share you guys. Well, you can comprehend what I said there. Share you guys. Duh. Dumbass me. Share it with you guys. South Carolina is a great state to grow up in, no matter where you live. I mean, I haven't lived in the other parts of the state. I've lived in Beaufort. And partially, you can say Hilton Head Island because, it was always an hour away. And like I said, every other weekend, especially of the summer, when I wasn't in school and didn't have to be in school on Sundays. Sorry, my allergies are acting up and my speech impairment problem is. We would go to the beach. It would be mom and dad and me and whoever was with us. Or it would just be me and dad or me and mom or me and my siblings. And my nephews. My nephew. I'm only used to having one nephew. Now I got two nephews. One's getting ready to be 2 in December. Born December 7th, 2018. Thing I also miss about the South is the saltwater air. The saltwater air always cleared up my sinuses, my headache. I hardly had any headache, probably because I always took something for pain in the morning, even when I wasn't in pain. Because I knew I would start hurting during school sometimes, and I would have to sneak and take a pain medicine. Not like a pain medicine, like a hardcore one. I just mean like Tylenol or Motrin or, not hydrocodone, damn it. I didn't have hydrocodone. I don't have hydrocodone. Now, I admit I did have some in the past, like from dentists and stuff like that. That's probably why I said that, because I still have some left over, and I don't use it. So I just threw them away. Ibuprofen, stuff like that. I did use that stuff in school. Not hydrocodone, because clearly I would have been out of my mind or asleep in class. And I had to pay attention in all my classes, or I would have got my ass busted when I got home. And, I just miss home so much. It's a place I'll always miss. I know those good times are under the graveyard and never going to be seen again, but I also think that there's still maybe a chance that I can relive some of those moments. Maybe one day my house will be back up on the market and I'll be able to buy it and put another pool in. This time put a room over it, because I want to be able to swim in it year round. Make my dad his, well, no, it'll be my house, so it'll probably be just me there, or if I get a boyfriend or a husband, it'll be him there, too. And if I decide to become a mom, then they will be there, clearly. I miss it so bad, you guys. There is no words I can say other than I miss it so bad to describe how much I miss home. I will never miss a place more, and I probably won't even miss this place. I'll probably miss it a little bit, but I'll be smart enough to take some videos of this house before I leave this house, or before we leave this house. If we decide to sell the house and move somewhere, even if it's to a different house in this area, I'll probably be smart enough to take pictures and videos of this house and have the pictures printed off. I don't know why I'm thinking about it so much. All I'm doing is depressing myself when I'm not really that much in a depressed mood. I should be in a good mood. I mean, happy. But I'm still, like, depressed because I'm not there anymore, I don't guess. I guess that part of me will always be, like, wondering what if, or maybe. Like, maybe I'll be able to buy the house again, or buy a house on that street again, or near that street. Because there was a lot of streets up that neighborhood, and it wasn't even a gated community. It was a very nice neighborhood. There was like 3 ways to get into the neighborhood, but there was a lot of residents there. The house I had loved in my neighborhood, aside from mine, was a 3-story mansion behind ours. I guess it's because it was basically on a little beach back there. Like, whoever owned it had their own little beach. Only thing I didn't like was when I stepped in there and crabs bit my feet. Or whatever they did with their claws. Clawed my feet. That hurt like hell. All I did was step in there barefoot to cool off one day, and never make that mistake when you live in a place that has ocean water, guys. Always buy pool shoes. I mean the kinds you could wear in pool or the ocean. My mom and stepmom both told me if I go to the YMCA in order to avoid a foot fungus, even in their showers, buy a pair of pool shoes. And I should probably do it while they have them out, because during the winter time I plan on going over there, working out and losing weight, playing some basketball, swimming, and then showering as long as I want, because they have nice big showers over there, and it won't charge me anything to take my nice long showers. All I'll have to do is make sure I have a spare pair of clothes, my hairbrush, and my hair products, because I hate when my hair is wet and not brushed. Even in South Carolina, there's a YMCA, but the pool is outdoors. That's the only thing that I think is kind of silly about it. I mean, where I lived anyways, but there's a lot of other cities and counties in that state, clearly, and there's probably a lot more YMCAs. So, yeah. I'm just going to say I miss home a lot. It is now 5:15 p.m. Have a great day. Don't know what time this will upload. Bye-bye.